Welcome. I'm your host, Jesse Swear, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, silver sneaker, flex instructor. Find out more about me, visit my website, www.jesseswear.com. And today I have a silver sneakers, Enerchi tutorial, cycle of the moon, right? So if you've ever done any of these tutorials with me, I try to take you step by step through each motion. Now, prior videos that I've done some tutorials probably on this. This is going to be a little more advanced, a little more taking you step by step through it. As I've improved, then you improve as well. So hopefully you enjoy this tutorial with me. Again, it is silver sneakers, Enerchi, cycle of the moon, Tai Chi, and Qigong all placed together. So make sure you get your hydration, make sure that you get physician clearance, and then make sure that you are able to do this in either a standing or a seated position, because you can do either. However, this is typically the fourth format of the 14 formats that you're going to traditionally take in a Enerchi class from a silver sneaker instructor. That first one being open the door, the second one being embrace the moon crescent rotations, and then the third one being embrace the moon reach up and down, which I recently just did a tutorial on that. So please subscribe and get notifications on more tutorials like this, which takes us into the silver sneaker cycle of the moon, number 4. Now, open the door, hands go up and down, you ascend and descend. It takes you into a crescent moon rotation, right? Then the third one takes you to that reach up and down, and then you end up being in this position. So this is where we transition in that empty out position. So you got your crescent moon rotation, you got your reach up and down, that third one, and then you got your cycle of the moon. And then we have Lincoln, we have Bentley, and we have Kia, all barking because they must see something, right? So without more distractions, Lincoln, shh, it's all right, buddy. You got your crescent moon rotation, you got your reach up and down, and then you have your emptying out from here, going back into another reach up and down, embrace the moon, reach up and down. You got it, you got that motion, and here we are. Now, how do we go to cycle a moon from here? We have to lift up the right foot. We have the left hand over right. We're emptied out. 90% of the weight is on the left side. 10% is on that right side because we just came off embrace the moon, reach up and down. We're in this position. We have to lift up the right leg, externally rotate it, and drop it down because we're creating an L with our feet. Left foot's that way, right foot is that way. Look down and your heel should create an L. You still have your left over right. You're going to shift, so I'm pushing my weight this direction, this way. See what I'm doing? I'm shifting my weight, right? So let's bring back into this position, that reach up and down. Cycle moon, lift up the right, externally rotate, drop the right foot down, L stance, left is over, and now you're going to shift, and now we're going to turn thoracic spine. We're not moving our legs at all. It's just going to be thoracic rotation. You can turn in this position because you have an opening. You're going to be able to look over that shoulder, and all you're going to do is take that right hand, flip it on top of left. So all you're going to do is flip the hands. Flip the hands. Let's bring it back. Start again. Here we go. Emptying out position. Reach up and down. Now we got to go into cycle of moon. Lift up, externally rotate, drop the foot. Left is over right. We're just going to rotate, thoracic rotation. Get to a point where we can't go anymore, and we're just going to take the right over left. And you're just going to come back, and you're going to shift the weight back that direction. Right? So it's just a shift back and forth. So let's do that one more time. You got your crescent moon rotation. I know. I tell you what, we got your reach up and down, crescent moon rotation, circle. Now we got to go into cycle of moon. Lift up the right, drop down, create that L. Left is over right. We're going to thoracic rotate. Get to a point where you can't move anymore. Right hand just flips over left, and then you're just going to push on back towards the left side. There you go. Now you can't turn as much anymore because this leg prevents you, so you can't keep rotating. So you get to here, and now you're just going to take the left and push it over the right. And then you're just going to shift the weight. Take the right over left and push through, just like that. There you go. And all you're doing is shifting back and forth. And then you add your breath, nice inhalation here as you flip, and then exhale. And I like to push with that right hand. Nice inhale here as I flip. Nice inhale. Left pushes now. Right pushes. So now we got to transition. We got to go the other direction, right? We got to go to the other side so we can do the exact same thing. So as this right comes over, as you start flipping, you're going to lift up the right toe. You're going to go all on the heel, and you're going to just pivot back to center. So we did that again. We got to reach up and down. Boom. Lift, externally rotate. We're going to shift. Right comes up, lift up and come over and bring yourself back to that center. There you go. So now we got to go to the other side, right? So as we do that, how do we get there? You got your crescent moon reach up and down. We're going to a cycle of the moon. We externally rotate. We come through and we flip. And as this hand right's coming over, right, this hand has to turn as well to flip. You're going to drag that left foot. Here we go. Reach up and down, crescent moon rotation, drag, same drag position you do. Cycle the moon. We want to get back to that center. Right comes through, left drags, right, a little extension. And now look, you're in that same position now again. You're in the same position that allows you to go from reach up and down into the cycle of the moon. So now we're going to cycle the moon the other direction. And now you're going to shift. Right? Back and forth until you can shift to your left. I'll do that one more time for you. So you have your crescent moon rotation. You have your reach up and down. And now we're going to go in a cycle of moon to the right. And now we've got to get that transition from one side to the other. Flip. Right? So you got your flip and pivot, sit, externally rotate, and now you're on to the other side, shifting the weight. Flip the left over right. Come on back to right side. Right over left. Push through. Shift and get some thoracic rotation. Left over right. Push through. And now we're back and forth with that cycle of the moon. Now we want to transition into the next move, or we want to just transition so we go back and forth. It's the same philosophy. As you take this left hand over, right, you're going to pivot. And as this right hand drops down, you're going to just slide that right foot back. Externally rotate. So now we're going to push to our right side. You got your L stance. Right comes over, and you're just shifting towards your left. Left over right. Again, when you're in this open stance like this, in that L, you're going to be able to get a little more rotation thoracically, going to the right than you are to the left. Now, if we want to go back to the left, we're going to have to transition. So as this right comes over again, as you flip, you're going to pivot. You're going to drag like you're emptying out. And they sit, externally rotate. And now you're going to get a little more thoracic extension on that left side. And you're going to be able to push through to the right. And then back to your left. add the breath accordingly, and there you go. Format 4, cycle of the moon, transition, back to the horse stance, circle breath, and there you go. Go in peace, my friends. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial of Cycle of the Moon as I broke it down a little bit more than previous editions that might be out there.